Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Math 170 concept session. My name is Nick, and I work at the ASU Tutoring Centers, and today we're going to be talking about coterminal angles on a unit circle. Now, coterminal angles are basically angles that are above either 360 degrees or 2 pi, right? So that means that basically the angle goes all the way around the circle and then stops at a certain point, right? In our cases here of the angles that we're going to be looking at today, these angles go around the circle multiple times, right? So essentially what we're going to have to figure out first is how many times does it go around the circle? And then we'll have to subtract that from the angle to find where it's actually stopping. So for our first problem here, we have sine of 63 pi over 2. And basically, how we can figure out the stopping point here is we're going to take 63 pi over 2 and keep repeatedly subtracting it from 2 pi. And I'm going to throw a k variable here at the end. Don't let this variable kind of freak you out or anything. Basically, this is just going to be our counter, right? So essentially what we're going to have to do is figure out what this k value is and just figure out how many, this k value is how many times that we've gone around the circle, right? So what we're going to do is just keep repeatedly subtracting 2 pi from the 63 pi over 2 until we get to a point where this is less than 2 pi. So then we know that that's where our stopping point is. So what I am going to have to do, though, before we can start subtracting is find common denominators. So that would mean then I would have to multiply 2 to both the numerator and the denominator. So really what we'd be doing is having 4 pi being subtracted from 63 pi. Now, once we do this repeatedly, we find that k actually equals 15 here. And we get our final answer of 3 pi over 2. So we know that this is less than 2 pi, right? So that means we know that we're done, and we can just actually just solve like just a regular problem. So we have, now what we're doing is just looking for the sine of 3 pi over 2. And we know we can go ahead and look over it on here. We know that it's right there. And we know that with sine, we take the y coordinate instead of the x. So we know that the answer to this question is -1. Now for tangent, it's going to be the same exact thing up until when we find our coordinates. So we have the tangent of 1285 pi over 6. And we know that we're going to have to do the same exact thing, right? So I'm going to do 1285 pi over 6. And then we're also going to have to find common denominators as well. So that means I'm going to multiply 6 to both the numerator and the denominator, getting us 12 pi k divided by 6. Using some math, we find that this angle goes around the circle 107 times. So our k is equal to 107. And once we plug that back in and subtract it out, we find that we're just looking for the angle pi over 6. So now what we'll do is go over to our unit circle, find pi over 6 here, and we're looking for the tangent, right? So that means that the answer is going to be the y coordinate divided by the x coordinate, right? So we have 1/2 divided by square root 3 over 2. Now doing division, we have to actually multiply. So this is going to turn into 1/2 times 2 over the square root of 3. Equal that out, we get 2 over 2 square root 3. The 2's cancel, which leaves us with 1 over the square root of 3. That's our answer. Cool. So that's pretty much coterminal angles in a nutshell. If you have any other questions, go ahead and check out tutoring.asu.edu for more information about all of the free resources at your disposal from being an ASU student. We have tutoring centers located on all 4 major ASU campuses, as well as an online tutoring center. So definitely make sure to check us out. If you enjoyed this concept video and want to check out more just like it, go ahead and log on to that other link on your screen, and that'll take you to a full list of all of the different concept sessions that we've done, not only for this class, but other math classes as well. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and good luck in your course.